I think I'm proudest of the way that we looked at taking care of holistically of people, particularly people who had been left behind in the past. So I'm proud about how we, looked at things like let's work and merge with the Courage Center so we can serve people with disabilities. Let's ask people about their social circumstances beyond just absence or presence of disease, but do they have a house? Do they have transportation needs? Do they have violence in their home? Do they have food insecurity? Let's do that. So I'm proud of how we actually treated people who had been, left behind for far too long.
During her time as president and CEO of Allina Health, Dr. Penny Wheeler made it her mission to fix the gaps she saw in healthcare. She has seen plenty of them firsthand as a practicing physician.
Healthcare equity is really important to me because I saw in my practice people who were disadvantaged because of some of their social circumstances, whether they had a disability, whether they had a mental health issue, whether they were of a different race, ethnicity, cultural things that we didn't completely understand.
Penny started her medical career as an OB/GYN. She loved the work, but she felt she could have a greater impact from a leadership position.
I certainly wasn't intended to be a CEO when I went into medicine. I mean, I actually loved being an obstetrician gynecologist and loved the patients that I was able to serve and making a difference in their life every day. I started to see things, though, in healthcare that were actually increasing suffering rather than relieving it. Things that were uneven quality, the affordability aspect for people. So I thought I was asked to serve in different positions. I thought if I can be part of changing things for the better so that more people can be served in a healthier and better way, and we can attend to the whole person as we do that, I want to be part of that change. I want to be part of that transformation. So that's why it lent itself to these other roles.
Penny became CEO of Allina in 2015. She was the first woman and the first physician to hold the role. During her final years as chief executive, Penny steered the ship through perilous waters. First, there was COVID-19, which upended healthcare systems across the country. Then, there was unrest near Allina's facilities in South Minneapolis, just blocks from where George Floyd was murdered.
It was a difficult time in leadership, and I think sometimes you're really tested, not in times of ease, but in times of difficulties. And I think that I was tested, and I think our whole organization was, certainly through the pandemic, through the unrest that was George Floyd, because many of our facilities were right at ground zero where that occurred.
There was personal tragedy, too. Penny's 21-year-old daughter, Olivia, died last year. Adopted from Guatemala, Olivia helped Penny understand inequity on a personal level.
She was one of my greatest teachers, really, about seeing things and seeing things through those brown eyes, but also about love in its magnitude of ways.
Though she stepped away from her day-to-day duties at Allina, Penny still serves on the health systems board, and she's excited about the future of healthcare.
So I actually think that if we allow ourselves that hope and that kind of innovative spirit and the compassion, that actually healthcare will grow in wonderful ways. It will serve people, do it at the best quality, highest quality, and do it affordably, for people in the future. So I think there's better days coming if we allow them to come.